the first thing I can tell you, the first thing I can absolutely guarantee you is that whatever you think of your history didn't happen. Not even close. Tolstoy said history would be a wonderful thing if only it were true. Not only is it not told to you, it's not told to you correctly, it's told to you in a skewed way. Some history is not even mentioned. If you get the history wrong, you are the dread conspiracy theorist. You are the lowest form of scum there is. You get this wrong. You dare to repeat a story, oh, you're done. You're done. You're through. You're either an appeaser, an apologist. I'm going to explain that to you. And how this one little phrase makes sense. You only catch flack when you're over the target. And it makes sense. When people tell you to stop saying something, you know you're onto something. You know you're onto something. Because they don't care if you misquote irrelevant non-fact. I'm going to explain that to you in excruciatingly perfect detail. But first, let me ask you to, if you could, like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that little bell so you're always locked into new videos and live streams. And also, please say hello to our dear sponsor, our friends at mypillow.com. You know who they are. They're wonderful. Excuse me. As I cough, I get choked up when I talk about pillows and these wonderful folks. Because if you use promo code Lionel or just type into your browser mypillow.com/Lionel, you will see deals and products and items that will make you weep uncontrollably. How about the MyPillow 2.0? How about the My Mattress Topper? How about the biggest bed sheet sale ever? How about the towel sets? How about My Coffee? How about the slippers themselves? The slippers. These are the hottest selling. You ready for this? If you use promo code Lionel, look at this. $25. All season slippers, closeout sale, $25. Usual price, $149.98. Come on. MyPillow.com. MyPillow.com. Promo code Lionel. Do it and you will be forever thrilled and happy and you will luxuriate like you've never luxuriated before. MyPillow.com. Promo code Lionel. Thank you. I'm going to mention some things to you. I'm going to mention some subject matter and I'm going to bring this up. And when you hear this, you'll say, oh, 9/11. Do you know what happened on 9/11? Excuse me, I'm coughing. I had something with pepper flakes. By the way, little trick. Take your pepper flakes, put them in a coffee mill grinder, and you'll like intensify the power. Anyway, 9/11, can't talk about it. Not here. No, oh, no. No. I can repeat the official story and the official narrative. That's okay. But no. How about COVID? You want to talk about that? The history, the sources, what was done, what wasn't done. No. I mean, you could talk about it, but I don't know how long. No. We don't want to hear this. We don't want to hear you and your manufactured revisionist nonsense. Besides that, you're a conspiracy theorist, and we hate that. We just hate that. How about World War II? How about that? You want to talk about that? World War II. What caused? What was World War II about? Shut up. You definitely aren't going to talk about that. No way. Excuse me. Absolutely not. Is there anything that we can't talk about? Well, maybe. If it's involving something that's not important. I mean, we'll talk about things like, I don't know, Spanish-American War, the Maine, 1898, we'll talk about that. There was a time when we couldn't talk about or mention anything about the Gulf of Tonkin resolution. The Gulf of Tonkin We said, well, this was basically a false flag. You can't say that. And then the NSA said it was, and that was it. JFK, can you talk about that? Well, sort of. Sort of. What can and can't you talk about? Well, they'll tell you. Do you believe the official narrative? Do you believe this? See, here's the best part. Most people don't know anything about it. They don't really know. How about this? How about the Russian military operation, the Russian-Ukrainian war, as it's called? Want to go through that? Absolutely not. Oh, you better get that one right. You better get that one right, or else you're going to be a certain kind of apologist, and they will have nothing to do with that. So you can talk about it, but you better make sure you talk about it the right way. You got it? What about the election in 2020? Don't even go there. Unless you want to talk about the accepted official story. Not the official story, the accepted official story. How about January 6th? What was that all about? Explain January 6th. Do you really want to go through that? No. No. You're not. I think I just hit my knee on this. No, you're not. You're not. I mean, you could talk about some of it, but not really. No. So what can we talk about? You can talk about anything you want in these particular frameworks, these particular settings. You can talk about some things. I have my own private channel at lionelmedia.com. I really talk about things there that would never be allowed. And here's the best part. I'm not saying anything that's wrong. I'm not saying anything that's crazy. I'm not saying anything that's even remotely controversial. I'm just telling you another version. But what happened was somebody a long time ago said, we can not only stop what people are saying now in terms of what's happening in the world, we can do it regarding everything. We can actually, this is important, we can actually take people's ability to discuss not only regular news, but history and science and anything. If they say something the wrong way, we will throw in phobic. There'll be transphobic. There used to be Islamophobic, though we don't even talk about Islamophobia anymore. Anybody ever hear talk about terrorism anymore? Nope. Remember the people who wanted who hated us, and they hated remember that they hated our freedom. The Islamofascists, which is a kind of an oxymoron, they hate our freedom. Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Remember those people? Yeah. Whatever happened to those? I don't know. They wanted to kill us. They wanted to take, and it just so happened to coincide with a military operation in Iraq and Afghanistan. By the way, did you know that Afghanistan is the Saudi Arabia of lithium? Did you know that? Isn't that something? Isn't that funny how that works? I'm just saying. Please don't take this the wrong way. I'm just saying it's kind of coincidental that these terrorist hotbeds not only happen to be the source of these demented murderers, but they also happen to be some pretty good real estate that's got a lot of stuff that we kind of might like. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Interesting how that works, isn't it? I'll bet you. You bet you didn't know that. But be careful how you phrase it. Be careful how you phrase it. Because you see, it's a very scary thing right now. As I say, this history as memorized is a myth. And it's the reconstruction of accepted fable. Isn't that beautiful? It's true. You know who's going to find out about that? You know who's going to find out about that? Joe Rogan. Yep. Joe Rogan's going to find out real soon about that. And he's going to go kind of the way of Tucker, in a way. Tucker found this out, sort of. Tucker didn't do anything really on purpose. Tucker just kind of wore out his welcome, which is a different story. Joe Rogan is Icarus, flying a little too close to the sun. See, the rules are obvious to me. Now, remember, what I've told you right now, this only applies to cases involving that which is said in and on certain media, certain platforms. There are wonderful websites, wonderful practitioners of truth, wonderful, what glorious truth seekers, truth explicators, truth providers, merchants of truth. They're everywhere. But you got to know where to look. But most people don't know about them because that means they would have to do some kind of research. And people, as you know, don't do research. So in the meantime, remember what Tolstoy said, going back, and it's so perfect. History would be a wonderful thing if only it were true. Napoleon said, and I paraphrase perhaps poorly, history is a myth that man agrees to either repeat or agrees upon. And either Hindenburg or Churchill said that history is written by the winners. And also history is relative, depending upon who's who. If I were to say to you, today, ladies and gentlemen, at our luncheon, we have a special guest. He was an award-winning general during the Vietnam War, courageous, glorious, a national hero. Ladies and gentlemen, from the North Vietnamese Army, General Nguyen Nguyen Van. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Yes, he's a general and a Vietnam War hero vis-a-vis the Vietnamese. See how that works? You see how that works? It's their hero. It's their hero. But I don't want to hear their perspective. Well, why not? No. Because subsumed under the reality of this thing hero is vis-a-vis our frame of reference, our point of view. You see how that works? You see how that works? It's interesting. All right, dear friends, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel, this beloved channel of ours. Please make sure, this is important, make sure that you also hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And don't forget our great sponsors at mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. Until then, I ask you very courteously and very profoundly and very humbly to comment as you see fit.